And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, 53! Hey, eat. Ball's 50. Ball. Watch your slap, watch your Swansea. Check that. Hey, ball's 66.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, ball 66. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Alert! It's just me and you. Go.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
55, mark, 55. Strip the ball.
Now Brady. His throw incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more.
Wait, 20. Check it. Hey, Foxtrot. Let me know right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got it to James White. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Brady. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Stephen Gostkowski sets the kickoff.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Geis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run on first down. Thompson, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen gonna throw. He'll take a shot, and this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down, New England.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Brady. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow. To get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Pick me up. Here we go. Smooth.
Operating from the gun. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Brady to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We need to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start on the ground with Geis, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He was brought down by John Simon. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Hey, exit.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got a man, complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Here we go.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll take it down here. Just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Keep playing
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 51. It's half. That's got to be a
Throwing now is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 35. Some got man.
Alpha.
35.
Check it, reload.
To throw, it's Brady. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, check it.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Allen will try again on second down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. Allen now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got Thompson here, complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Spud.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go,
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was the rookie, Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. 3rd down here.
3rd down and
10. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Richardson. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Allen now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Complete. Richardson has it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll run with Geis. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's now 3rd down.
Tight go. Switch it. Alert! Come on, switch it.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's John Simon with a sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Not today, Ron. Not today. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
General West.
Check. Mark 55.
450.
Let's go.
450.
Throwing again. Brady and Olsen over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Brady now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Brady's throw there complete. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. On first down, Brady. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Dorsett's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, it's Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island, but single receiver.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will put them on top here in the third. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Recon, 132 fighter. Alert!
On 2nd and inches, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. This is Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the Patriots. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Back now at FedEx Field. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
No, 66. Hey, Haywood.
Slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Mike 35. 72.
Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Easy.
A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Gostkowski, the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Hey, switch gears. Watch out, watch the 61. Match box.
Again, it's Michelle. And an alley to run. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch the shit. Back and reload. Shit. Hey, zoom. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, hey.
55, my God, 55.
Regular.
Brady gives to Michelle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And it's Michelle once again. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field when you go make a play on the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Alert, alert, alert. Spawn, together.
Back to throw. Allen. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind. Up incomplete.
Turnover on downs.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Wait 10. Wait 20. I'm not ready.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.